It's not. I guess it's technically not Super Bowl week yet, but it's Super Bowl week, kind of. It's coming up. Connor's happy. I didn't win my playoff bracket, so I'm not very happy. But
Fly, Eagles, fly on the
it is what
road
it is.
to victory.
It is what it is. The Eagles. It's the New Heights Kelsey Bowl. Obviously, we don't have to touch too much on it. We're not a football podcast, but
Yeah,
we are football fans, and
we got
yeah, it's the biggest sporting event in North America. I don't think it's not questionable. So yeah, it's cool. It's gonna be exciting.
yeah.
Maybe we talk about it.
I'm ecstatic. Yeah, probably next week would be the better time to do it, but I'm ecstatic. My boys are in the bowl.
That's great.
Uh,
I
my
was knocked out CMC to do it, but it is what it is, hey.
Yeah.
The
right.
Blue Jays. I
Yeah.
forgot to even look at what we're talking about.
I mean, you
I
gotta
don't need to
start.
look at what we're talking about. I know exactly what we're starting with. First of all, welcome back to the Flight Deck Podcast. I feel like I don't say that enough when we do these.
The soon-to-be number one Blue Jays podcast in all of your hearts.
On our way, we may not be the number one podcast on Apple, but we are the number one podcast in your hearts. That's all that matters. MLB Network. They've been doing a piss poor job of ranking people for a long time now.
Yeah,
piss poor job.
It's not great.
No, not good. No, not good. However, they were talking about starting pitchers on the broadcast.
Under the age of 30, who would you want to start a team with? And then Anthony Recker, someone on MLB Network, decides to exactly. He prefaces his statement by saying, "I picked someone under 25 because you wanted to start a franchise." So he said no to Shane McClanahan. He said no for he gave valid reasons, like no to Shane McClanahan, no to I believe it was I can't remember the other people. But then he says no to Alek Manoah. But then it's why he said no. It said basically he said, Alek, you need to show me that you're gonna hit the gym and be there all the time. Basically, just without calling him fat.
He said the way he said it too is just like he needs to prove that he can spend a little more time in the gym. It's as if you've never seen him in the gym before.
And
you haven't looked at his entire fitness account.
Also, if you've never seen him pitch, clearly it doesn't work.
Alek Manoah is a big dude. Very big dude. He leans on the side of heavy.
He's listed at 6'6", 285.
Yes.
But that's not a fat 285.
No.
Also,
that's what I was going to say. He's a big dude. And he be more ripped and look more like a bodybuilder? Possibly. If he probably got down to it and tried, probably. But you don't want that.
Would he pitch as well is the question.
I don't know if he would.
Because CC Sabathia, big man, when he was pitching, also said that he purposely put on during one season, he purposely put on weight because he felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
And he had more velocity.
You can hold up for the entire year if you're a little more on the big side.
Yeah.
And like this became a thing even before Anthony Recker mentioned his comment on the broadcast. Like, I don't know what happened this past week, but Yankees fans just decided their thing to go at for the week was Alek Manoah and his weight. He posted a couple of pictures where, he looked big, but he's a big dude. As we said, he's 6'6", was he 285, you said?
He's listed at 285, but like, he's probably not bad.
Probably pushing a little more than that, maybe. But he's a big dude, and he's going to appear big. Now, he's not cut with muscles the way Giancarlo Stanton is. Like, he's never going to be Giancarlo Stanton, but he put up the numbers that it doesn't fucking matter what he looks like.
He has a career 2.6 ERA in 51 starts. Like,
it's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. Especially I don't get the Yankees fans thing with like when they go at a player, their first thing is that they're fat. They do it with Vlad. They do it with Manoah. They do it with Kirk. They do it with all our big units. But our big guys absolutely cook.
It's not like one was an MVP candidate.
Yes.
Like one of the best hitters in baseball. The other one is one of the best catchers in baseball. And the third one is one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Literally. We're talking about guys that are at the top of their game.
Like if you called say Yusei Kikuchi was Alek Manoah size and you said that, I'd be more like, it's kind of funny because he's not great. But like, you're shit talking one of the best pitchers like on the in baseball, and the guys that, like you said, Brant, kill them.
Murder them.
Fucking Alek Manoah has like a 2.3 ERA against the Yankees.
Yeah.
Like,
what are we talking about here? Like, it's one thing to call people fat. I think it's stupid to begin with. Like, who fucking cares? Live your life. Worry about yourself.
Yeah.
But another one to use it as an insult for guys that are murdering you all the time.
Like,
Vlad's like a 300 hitter against the Yankees with like 16 home runs. What are we doing here? Manoah cooks them every single time. Like, he had a bad start in the playoffs. Yeah, that's what you're going to go off of on Manoah for the rest of your life?
Oh,
the guy was a Cy Young finalist.
That's what everybody's going off of now.
It's just embarrassing.
Well, one game. Those two games. Those two games is the indictment of the entire Toronto Blue Jays of the last decade.
And so back on Recker.
Yes.
I saw a couple people get a little upset at Marcus Stroman because Stroman brought the fact.
Stroman went crazy.
Oh, I don't know about you. Maybe we're on different sides of this, but I'm here for what Marcus Stroman said.
I'm here for Stroman too. It was just funny. Stroman was like,
"Oh yeah, it was great.
Shit ain't sweet over here."
Literally. I do want to read Manoah's stuff first because we kind of we didn't really talk about that. He did respond to the video. Oh, my thing's not loading here.
It was posted by Yankee World. I do have it up if you need me to.
I don't have the original. I just want to talk about the Manoah stuff. So
okay.
So Addison, Yankee World, he tweeted the video where Recker's talking about it. Manoah quote tweeted it and goes, "Hey, at Anthony_Recker. My job isn't to please you. You're an outsider. You don't know me or my work ethic. What I do in the gym is clearly work. Check the numbers. Sucks you can't say the same for yourself." Which all true facts.
Anthony Recker,
every single one of those is true.
He spent 7 parts of 7 seasons in the MLB, hit 199 with 18 home runs. Sorry,
Anthony Recker. His career slash line: 199, 283, 348. He slugged 348. Connor.
So is that like, are we touching 6 with the OPS or
that is 620?
Oh, we're scratching
631.
We're scratching. Okay.
631 OPS.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Phenomenal. OPS plus of 76. I'm on Baseball Reference.
It's
I don't even want to look up his WAR. Let's see what he amassed as a WAR for his entire career. He had a 1.5 WAR in 7 seasons in the bigs. I'm pretty sure Manoah had more than that last year alone.
Yeah.
At 24. 25, whatever he is.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Let's see.
Don't talk your shit unless you can back it up.
Alek Manoah last year had a 6 WAR. Or according to B-WAR anyway, baseball.
That's 4 times the player Anthony Recker was for his entire career.
But yeah, Stroman.
This is the guy talking his shit. So anyway, so after that one, Recker responded to Manoah, which I think is hilarious. This guy just kept throwing his feet in his mouth, which is great. He goes, "Don't let someone throw a video out of context at you and get you upset." Quick break here. How is that out of context? It's the entire statement.
He put out, like, at Yankee World, he put out the 10-second clip of Alek Manoah, like, Anthony Recker calling him fat. He also put out like a whole 1:30 thing of the entire segment of Anthony Recker talking.
Right. Like, so at what point is that out of context? Like, the entire context is there, man. You said what you said, and we know what you meant.
Bro,
you just got caught saying it.
Backpedaling is strong and
brutal. He goes, "You're an incredible talent, man, and I'd love to see you make the most of that. I hope to see you continue to get better and be great for a long time. I wish I had even a tiny speck of the talent you do." Which is like the most kiss-ass apology possible, and I love it because Alek Manoah called him out for it and goes, "You're just like everyone else. Love to talk and then want to say sorry when you get called out. If you want to see how an all-star first team all MLB and Cy Young finalist trains, come meet me at Manoah Driven." Which is he tags his fitness account thing there. Yeah. Hilarious. Incredible stuff.
Did you see Anthony Recker did respond to that? He's like, "This was never meant to be shave. Obviously, someone wanted to make it that way. Sir, this is the overused like cliche. You got caught in 4K.
He got caught in 8K, bro.
Bro, he got caught in every K.
Every K possible, he got caught in it. Now,
yeah, he got caught in how many?
Marcus Stroman I have to find these ones a bit. I don't have them saved anywhere.
Stroman.
He also tweets a lot.
Yeah.
Essentially, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but essentially he said that Anthony Recker shit.
I mean,
was the general
gist,
general idea of what he said,
which not.
I think I'm closing in on where he tweeted it.
Yeah, but also Anthony Recker, you got caught in 100 and
here we go.
It was 193K.
Oh, that's the thing.
Because that's how.
All right. So Stroman, I found it. He quote tweets Addison's original video and goes, "What a clown you are, Anthony Recker. Poo-poo take from a bum. A nobody who's accomplished nothing in life. Keep your mouth shut and stop talking down on players. Alek Manoah is one of the best pitchers in baseball. You talk on TV for a living because your game was trash." Now, I love every part of that statement if he takes out a nobody who has accomplished nothing in life.
Yeah.
Because he did play 7 seasons in the big, even though he was shit.
Side note, every day that I see Marcus Stroman tweet is every day that I wish he didn't hate Mark Spiro and Ross Atkins.
So many Jays fans, too, were pissed off at this. Like, how could he say that? He played in the majors. He was shit. Anthony Recker was not a good Major League Baseball player.
Anthony Recker is... I was gonna say Reese McGuire, but that's being
that's
Reese McGuire.
That's offensive to Reese McGuire, which is insane.
Like,
and then after that, he quote tweets
Caleb
Manoah's
Joseph,
one.
Maybe shout out Caleb Joseph. But like,
I think Caleb Joseph is better. At least Caleb Joseph is a good guy. Alek Manoah on his one that he said, "Oh, you're just like everybody else." Stro quote tweeted that and goes, "The fact that Recker is even allowed to speak on TV with the career he had is truly comical. The jealousy of these clown media members who couldn't cut it on the field is hilarious. Bitter little baby boys, poo-poo careers turned into terrible analysts. Shit is too funny.
Why
LOL.
does he keep saying poo-poo?
I don't know, but that tweet I think is perfect. He didn't say not one thing, and that entire thing was wrong. Because he's right. You always see these guys. You never see anyone that was talented in the majors become an analyst. Name one we've had.
We've had personally, or just like in general?
How many in general are guys that were like legitimate all-stars in their career that became analysts?
I mean, are we counting like
you could say A-Rod, maybe
Pedro Martinez, A-Rod,
Pedro and Poppy
David
when
Ortiz,
they do the thing there, sure.
Like,
but generally,
MLB Network has like Eck, like MLB Network has like Harold Reynolds, like.
Don't give me Harold.
I'm sorry. I'm just shooting names here. Like I'm just thinking of people on MLB Network off the top of my head. Carlos Pena, like
okay.
Yonder Alonso. I'm grasping here.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, there's a few outliers that I like. Yes, they were good, but for the most part, you see guys that were like serviceable people that were likable guys. Like our entire media grew. None of them were any good.
I mean, Devin Travis, Vernon Wells.
Do you think Vernon Wells was like a perennial all-star that has the ability to talk
bad
shit? And Vernon Wells was barely on our staff.
It's very true.
Like you're looking at guys like
Devin Travis, Ricky Romero, like
Buck Martinez, Pat Tabler, Joe Siddle,
who also
Greg Zahn,
also Craig Ballard. I do agree. Buck Martinez should not get in the level of excellence, but that's a hot take.
No,
he should not. He should not.
That's a wild take. I saw that one too, and I'm like, what was he excellent at? He's an excellent guy. He wasn't excellent at anything. He's been an excellent broadcaster.
He has an excellent home run call that we use in our intro.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like his home run call, but that excellence is
the
word you throw around.
This is a side question. Do you remember, like, for the audio clip of the Buck Martinez swinging a drive for our intro? Do you know what home run that's off of?
No.
It's the Teoscar one from the playoffs this year.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's so good.
Damn, he did nail that.
Yeah.
What I completely lost what we were talking
back. Anthony Recker.
Right. So like, Stroh's right. There's a lot of guys that don't have a very successful MLB career that go on and try and shit talk other guys that are currently succeeding at the major league level. It happens all the time. I honestly respect the people more that didn't play for doing it, because they're not bitter about it. It's just like, hey, I was never talented enough to do it, but I've sat here and watched the game for 26 years, and I can see where things are going wrong.
Yeah.
Other guys are just like, well, when I played this and this. When you played, you stunk. Plain and simple. Guys that use that, even when like Tabby does it, or even Siddle sometimes, it's one of those things that are like, well, back in my day, it's like, as soon as you say that and you were a major league player, Your opinion doesn't matter
you
anymore.
Kind of lose me. You lose me.
You've lost me. You've lost me because you don't know. You clearly do not know what it took to be a good major leaguer because you didn't have it. I don't either because I'm not talented enough. Plain and simple.
That's a lie. You played AAA.
Oh yeah, no, I had my my 1 year stint in 2014 as a backup catcher. I thought about that the other day, and I'm like, the fact that someone might have bought that is hilarious.
But yeah, I'm looking at I genuinely, you got me looking up MLB Network people on the broadcast. Let's see, Harold Reynolds and Plesac. I do know they have Jake Peavy now.
Peavy Peavy had a couple of years.
Hunter Pence, Cliff Floyd,
not many people that can run their mouth.
Oh boy, John Smoltz.
John Smoltz can run his mouth.
Yeah, okay, fair. Outlighter. Okay, there's a couple.
There's a handful. I'm not saying all of them are all
in MLB Network.
Right. All the ones that ran out of money and said, "Shit, I need something to do." Those guys are fine. But the ones that didn't have anything else to do and needed the money are a different thing. Yeah. Okay. Basically, I'm with Stro. Yeah. I think he's right. Also, sorry, that wasn't done because Recker tweeted at Stroman.
Recker kept just scooping.
Could not figure out when to stop
on the pile.
So he tweets at Stro. He goes, "Hey Stro, I'm not interested in Twitter battles or spreading hate. My words of Alek on TV weren't indicative of how I feel about him or what I was truly trying to say." Pause again. What?
Yeah. We're also just not going to talk about how out of every pitcher in baseball under 25, his pick, no disrespect, I love him, but Tristan McKenzie was your pick.
Oh, come on, man.
Tristan McKenzie's really good, but
yeah. Come on.
Over McClanahan and Manoah,
Cease on that list?
Cease is, I think, 20. I mean, with Recker, Recker tried to go under 25. I think Cease is 27. Okay. Cease is 27. Okay. So, but still, you're taking McKenzie over McClanahan and
My
Manoah?
Words of Alek on TV weren't indicative of how I feel about him. What?
How do you feel about him? How do you really feel?
Why did you say it?
Anthony Recker, how do you really feel then?
It wasn't, and then he goes, or what I was truly trying to say. It's like, what do you wait? Those are two very different statements. It weren't how you feel about him, or it wasn't what you were trying to say.
Yeah,
because those are completely offsetting things. Did you say it and that's not how you feel? You just said it because you're lying and you want to be good content, or it's not what you meant to say? Because those are two different things. Fucking loser. All right, where are we at here?
Well, I mean, we kind of have to get to we just made a signing.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's not as important as this.
Okay, fair.
He goes, "I made a mistake. Would love to get in touch with him personally or to personally solve this. No need to make it worse, buddy. It's already worse."
Anthony,
you're making it worse.
Your 8 replies made it worse.
You're making it so much worse. There was a Stroman response to that, but I don't think
I'm trying to, dude. It's gonna be hilarious the next time he's on MLB Network.
Oh my God. He's going to have to do an apology, right? That's absolutely something that's going to happen next. Oh, here we go. I found it. He goes, "You're not interested in spreading hate, yet you're on MLB Network hating and body shaming one of the best pitchers in baseball." Boom. You could have stopped there, but kept going. "You make 0 sense." Also exactly what we just said. You're a clown for that. There it is. Couldn't find it. "You can't grow the game by tearing down its players. Be better or get off TV and go find a hobby." Thank you, Stro.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might not agree with what Marcus Stroman has to say. I think he can be a little, I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
Abrasive, bit of an ass.
Yeah,
sometimes, but
he also goes against what he says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about spreading positivity, and he's kind of a dick, but that's fine.
Dude,
I'm like, I still like him.
It's something about wearing the number 6 in Toronto that just does it.
You're a big mouth dude.
You talk your shit. You're really good.
Yeah, I don't have beef with Marcus Stroman.
I think we've been over this. We don't have beef with Stroman. It's just you made one
he talks a lot.
You made one kind of shit comment on your way out, but other than that, I don't really have.
He talks a lot. I know some people don't like the dog clipping ears thing. I get it. That's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was some he was kind of trying to support Kyrie Irving, which is that's not great.
I wouldn't. It's a little touchy feely.
But generally, I did like Marcus Stroman.
Mm-hmm.
the Blue Jays did do things this week that didn't involve other dickheads.
No, it involves a player that we now have to like.
Yes, it does involve dickheads because they played for the Yankees.
From left field, the Blue Jays announced that they signed Chad Green. Former reliever for the Yankees, now a Blue Jay, to a 2-year, $8.5 million deal that can get to 4 years. It is one of the most confusing contracts that I've ever seen.
Is it a player option or is it a club option? I would assume player.
Yes. Right? It's both. It's both.
It's both. Mutual options.
Okay. Thank you to Joshua Howsam for the super basic Chad Green flowchart. So after the 2023 season, the Blue Jays have the option to, if they pick up Chad Green's team option, Chad Green is a Blue Jay through 2026.
Okay.
Start there. But if the Blue Jays then decline the team option, Chad Green, here we go. Chad Green receives a player option for 2024. And then Chad Green can pick that up or and then
so strange.
We're getting to the final piece here. Say the Blue Jays decline the team option and Chad Green declines the player option.
Right.
The Blue Jays receive a 2-year team option, which is fucking, again, this is confusing as shit. Trust me, it's like this is supposed to be a super basic flowchart and it's still confusing.
Okay.
So if the Blue Jays receive the 2-year team option, if the Blue Jays decline the 2-year team option, Chad Green is gone after this season.
Right.
But if they accept, he's here through 2025.
So basically, their idea is if they both decline, they can accept it and pick them up for 2 years. So they probably decline the team option after this.
Yeah.
In theory.
Because
either he's going to accept it and come back for a year anyways, or he's going to decline it and you're going to pick him up for 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think there's a very small chance that he's gone after 2023.
Yeah. Which is great. Statistically, since 2017, he has like the 7th highest WAR among relievers.
Yeah, he's really good.
So it's great.
I mean, for people that like to meme the Yankees and like big moments against the Yankees, Chad Green has been a part of a lot of them.
Yeah.
The Subway Series in 2021, he was the one that gave up the Francisco Lindor game winning home run. He was the guy that gave up the Francisco Lindor grand slam where Matt Vescursion nearly passed out from saying Santa Maria. Chad Green gave up I think he gave up the walk-off to Bo Bichette in like the early part of 2021.
At bare minimum, Chad Green is going to add to the vanilla vibes.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, with every new Blue Jay signing, you know what that means in the Flight Deck podcast.
The man, the stats, myth, the legend.
The Chris Black stat of the week returns, baby. Welcome on back, Chad Chris. Green. As always, appreciate you, Chris Black. Let's start. He says, let's start here. Insane career numbers at the Rogers Center. 31 strikeouts and just 1 walk in 19 and a third innings pitched for a .72 ERA. Or whip. Sorry, not ERA. Jesus. And then he mentioned he get most of these punchies between the 2017 and 2019 squads. Yeah, but still, that's something. Like, let's see. According to run value over the last few years, Chad Green's fastball is the 5th best in baseball as far as run value. Minus 68.5.
Shit.
That is only behind Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, Garrett Cole, and Justin Verlander.
Those guys are all right.
Yeah, it's pretty
not
solid.
Bad. Couple of good pitchers in there, and Garrett Cole.
Yeah, it's crazy. Chad Green is also like dirty with command because, again, going back a few years, his K to walk rate is 5.46, which ranks 8th in baseball. Like, and I mean, granted, it's a little bit of a risky pickup because he did have Tommy John.
Yeah, most people come back healthy from Tommy John, though. Like, you come back stronger with your arm.
He's a reliever, so it's like, but like,
you can manage it, right?
Yeah.
He is only going to pitch for a couple months,
mm-hmm.
which I think is fine. I think he comes in when you need him. And if he doesn't work, he doesn't work.
Yeah.
Pretty easy one.
Like,
I like the move. It's a nice little addition to an already pretty good bullpen.
Yeah. And you know what that move means?
Mm-hmm.
All of the Kevin Biggio haters, you can sit down and as the great Travis Kelce once said, I'm saying this once in time, know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni. Know your role. The boy is staying. unless he's getting traded to the Astros, which would be kind of cool. But
Travis Kelce's great. Yeah, I don't know. I think Cavs here. I
can't like Travis Kelce right
now.
How
many more bullpen pieces? Yeah, how many more bullpen pieces are you gonna add?
I mean, yeah, we're what right now? 8, 9. Like we're at least 10 deep, 11 deep.
Zach Pop might not see an inning this year.
Like
this is what we've come to.
Zach Pop might not see an inning. Nate Pearson.
Nate Pearson is gotta fight for a spot.
Zulueta, even if he's amazing, might not get time. Like
I do kind of laugh when people are talking about the depth of this bullpen and they're like, "Oh, Jay Jackson down there." I'm like,
okay, I did see the Jay Jackson one. And
I'm like, half the other one. I can't remember the other signings they had. The junior, what's his
Junior Fernandez. There was Junior Fernandez.
Julian Fernandez.
Julian Hernandez. I mean, dude, they both chuck a hundo. Like
sure, but they're not depth of this bullpen yet.
I mean, hey,
figure it out, and then maybe.
Go back 2 years and go to the 12th man in the depth chart.
Oh yeah, we're way better than we were.
We're getting like Jeremy Bergen, man, there as opposed to Junior Fernandez.
Sure.
Like
the one thing this move did do is it kind of took away from the pen depth at the same time because Matt Gage was DFA'd.
Yeah, that's a very weird one because someone brought up the very easy point of just wait 2 weeks. You could put Green on you put Green and Ryu on the 60-day at the same time and just keep everybody.
Also, I love him, but Trent Thornton
and Thomas Hatch, bro.
Hatch. I don't know what they got, but they're still here.
Yeah, like
I really want Trent Thornton to succeed. I've said this numerous times. He seems like a super likable guy. I want him to succeed. However, he doesn't have to do that here.
He's got such an
he can succeed anywhere. Yeah, you can DFA him, and if he gets picked up, it's not hurting your club.
No, like
Thomas Hatch. I don't know if there's anything left there.
They're waiting until
who knows?
They're waiting at Thomas Hatch. They're waiting until that game used jersey where he gave up 10 runs sold. Like
it's brutal. It's a strange one. I thought Matt Gage was great when he was up here. Now
he had like a 1 under 2 ERA. Like
yeah. Now someone made a point too. It's just like a lot of people are pretty strapped with their 40 man right now. So there's a strong chance that right now he could get through.
I mean,
which makes sense. So I guess we'll see.
We say knowing recent history, Matt Gage is a Cub.
Yeah, you're right.
Every former Blue Jay goes to the Cubs.
They're going to the Cubs. Yeah, it kind of stinks. What else we got here?
Let's see. More Hall of Famers for the Blue Jays, not baseball Hall of Fame.
Not the main Hall of Famers.
But no, shout out to Jesse Barfield and let me get the second name. Dennis Boucher. They are going into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame in the class of 2023. So the trifecta outfield of I might completely sound like an asshat here because I don't remember everything off the top of my head. George Bell, Mosby, and Barfield, they're finally all in the Hall of Fame together at the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. So
shout out to the Hall of Fame we want them to be in, but they're in a Hall of Fame.
They're in a Hall of Fame. Like it's
what was the other Dennis Boucher?
Dennis Boucher.
You may have already looked him up, so this might be a
dumb
not, question.
So.
Okay, perfect. Could you tell me what position Dennis Boucher played?
Then I mean, just judging by the picture on the Blue Jays thing, he's a pitcher.
Okay.
I'm just guessing. There's no shit. Is he not a pitcher?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's why I asked.
I don't know. Yeah, he's a left-handed pitcher.
Good. I could not tell you a single. I'm assuming he played for the Jays.
He played for Toronto, Cleveland, and Montreal.
Oh, so he played multiple Canadian stuff.
You want to know his ERA in his career?
It's probably. Oh no!
It's not. It's over 5, man.
5.42. He's got
his career. He's a negative career WAR.
Yeah. Our Hall of Fame sucks.
Shout out Dennis Boucher, I guess. And
is it Dennis or is it Denny?
I
probably
can't
Denny.
I thought
he's from Montreal.
The messed up part was like I've read it 2 ways in my head. I'm like, is it Denis Boucher or is it Dennis Boucher? Because you never know, because that might happen. Like Dennis Boucher.
Man.
I did that with Chris. I did that with Chris Boucher. I thought it was like Chris Boucher, and I'm just like, Then I realized, oh, you're from Montreal. You're probably Boucher.
That's 100% Denny. There's one N. and he's from Montreal.
You're right. You're right.
He played 4 seasons. He played 4 seasons.
Yeah. Let's get to the good part. Let's get to the good side of it. Jesse Barfield. 12 seasons. 1,200 hits, 241 home runs, career batting average of 256, OBP 335, 466 slugging, 802 OPS. Like
way better.
He finished 7th in MVP candidate MVP voting in 1987.
Denny had a 1.9 in 93.
You know what the worst part about Barfield he left the year the Blue Jays won the World Series.
Yeah, that hurts.
That sucks.
That hurts. Wasn't he in the
Well, no, I lied. He actually left in like 89.
But... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Denny had a 1.9 in 1993. Only 5 games.
World Series.
This guy played 35 games in his career. That's it.
This was not supposed to be the shit on Denny Boucher.
No, it wasn't. But
like,
what are we doing?
Putting Yusei Kikuchi in the Baseball Hall of Fame now? Or Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame? What are we doing?
Our entire current Blue Jays roster is going to be Canadian Baseball Hall of Famers.
I mean, Jordan Romano probably will.
He absolutely should be. There's no reason. Vladimir Guerrero is going to be a Canadian Baseball
even
Hall of
though he's not playing for Canada. Shame on you, Vlad.
Bo Bichette can probably be a Canadian Baseball Hall of Famer because he drafted here, played here. At this rate, Kevin Biggio could probably be a Canadian Baseball Hall of Famer.
This is very true. Like, you don't need to obviously be Canadian to be in this Hall of Fame.
No,
like Jesse Barfield's from Illinois. Like,
I kind of want to know: is there a list that says who's in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame?
Let me look.
Hall of Fame inductees. It might just give me this year's, that kind of stuff. Oh, inductees. Here we go. I found it. Are you still looking it up?
I have it, I think.
Okay. Oh, is this just this year? Oh no, here we go. Okay. Also, you missed Joe Wuchar? Wouchar?
Hey, I looked. This is off the Blue Jays specific thing. I didn't know.
Did you skip Joey Wuchar?
I mean, there's also Rich Harden.
That was in. Oh, Rich Harden's this year too.
Yeah.
Why is Rich Harden was Canadian?
All right. See, you lost me in 2022. Yeah. Fucking Jeff Francis.
Bob Addy. James F. Cairns. These guys are in black and white.
William Hipple Galloway. Okay.
Helen Callahan Candel Saint Aubin. A lot of French people getting in. Jimmy Claxton. No, everybody remembers my boy Jimmy Clax. My boy Jay Clax.
See, for 2020 we got some names. 2020 we got.
Oh, do we? I'm still at Roland Gladu.
Dude, I skipped a lot of it.
Manny Mac.
You got Jacques Doucette, and then we get in 2020 Justin Morneau, John Olerud, Dwayne Ward.
Oh, you skipped Jimmy Rattlesnake? How could anyone forget Jimmy Rattlesnake?
Jimmy Rattlesnake is such a great name.
Played for the Edmonton Stockyard Bulls, the Edmonton Royals.
That's such a great name.
Westaskiwin Braves? Westaskiwin?
Westaskiwin?
Wetaskiwin.
Real talk, I just noticed, like, no disrespect to anybody in the past 3 years, they ran out of names because if you go back far enough,
these guys are all made up.
If you ran out, if you go to like 2019 and like back, you know a lot of these names.
Dwayne Ward, Jason Bay,
Rob
Thompson,
Ryan Dempster, Pedro Martinez,
Pate. Oh, he played for Montreal. That makes sense.
Lloyd Mosby.
It takes forever to load. Yeah.
The
Canadian Hall of Fame is falling apart.
Vlad Senior's in it. The entire
2015 senior national team. What?
God damn it, Canada
we are not good at this Baseball Hall of Fame thing.
Matt Stairs.
Pat Hankton. Corey Koski.
William Shuttleworth. Such a great name.
Carlos Delgado. Felipe Alou. This is just fun.
This is
what a brutal Rob Ducey Hall of Fame. This is Tom Cheek. George Bell. There you go. Timmy Raines. That's so. I don't know what happened.
Walker winning in 2009.
I don't know what happened after 2020, but they just started making people up.
Like,
these are like drawings. Jimmy Claxton, Charlie Culver. I know that name for some reason. William Hipple Galloway. That's not a real guy.
That's a great name. All right, we got to stop shitting on Canadian.
Manny Mac.
We love him.
Ernie Quigley, bro.
Ernie Quigley is such a great name, dude. These names, like, what we lost, like the good, like the super, like interesting, cool names. I feel like throughout.
I'm just here for Jimmy Rattlesnake.
Yeah, because we went from Jimmy Rattlesnake to Connor. Like,
my name is not ever gonna be as cool as Jimmy Rattlesnake.
Hipple Galloway to Brant. Like, what is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing here as a unit? Like,
oh, this is just great. I could just spend an entire episode talking about people in the Canadian baseball.
We gotta move on.
Oh fuck, I needed that. Jimmy Rattlesnake.
So, all right, now to just round it up quickly, we got the list of internal invites for the Toronto Blue Jays spring training. It includes
Jimmy Rattlesnake Jr.
Jesus. It includes Zach Britton, the outfielder, not the reliever. Jimmy Burnett, Phil Clark, Brandon Eister, Junior Fernandez, Bowden Francis, Adrian Hernandez, Hayden. Is it younger or younger?
I think it's younger, isn't it?
Okay,
I could not tell you for sure.
Hayden Younger, Matt Peacock, Jackson Reese, Semro Burse, Jimmy Robbins, Andres Sosa, and the boy Ricky Tittleman. Ricky Teeds.
I'm so
also
excited.
Vinny Capra is kind of just
hey, big Vinny.
Vinny Capra's like, they're like, additionally, these people get invites too. Vinny Capra. Like,
my cousin Vinny.
Yep.
Getting the invite. Love to see it.
Yeah, and I guess we don't really do the like dwell on the internal invites. Ricky, yay. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna nobody's gonna
I'm excited to see Ricky pitch against Major League.
Okay. Now here's the big debate that did happen, because it came out that friends of the podcast, we love them and we will always cherish them. Love you, JP Crawford. The Seattle Mariners have scrapped their road gray uniforms for 2023 because due to Nike and MLB's new cap on 4 uniforms per team.
I don't like the Mariners. I don't consider them a friend.
I mean, dude, it was a full sarcasm.
I'm very much here for the scrapping of the road grays.
Yeah, okay. So my question to you was the Blue Jays. Okay, so the rule is it's 4 plus a City Connect.
Okay.
So
so we're fine.
No, we're not.
No,
the
we're
Blue
not.
Jays
White,
as of
blue,
right now have
gray,
5
baby blue.
White, blue, gray, new blue, and red.
And the red's just going to become the City Connects. I'm not excited.
Yeah, but we are team fuck road gray.
Yes, absolutely. The road gray is the worst one. Argue with the wall. It's such a bad jersey.
I wouldn't be sad if MLB said, yeah, no more road gray.
No more road grays. There's very few jerseys that look good as a road gray.
Facts. Like,
it's just so bland. Blech.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool that ours says Toronto, I guess. But, like, you know where we're from. We're the Blue Jays. We don't need to be
the Blue Jays, man.
Put Toronto on the City Connects. Or the 6. I don't know.
Or the dark blue ones. Like, it's not even.
Get rid of it. I'm so here to get rid of it. I know people don't like the Reds. I think the Reds are cool.
The Reds are cool. People.
If there was another team in Canada, then I'd say no.
Yeah, people just hate the Reds because there's bad vibes with them.
Yeah, like, they're a nice looking jersey. If you if you just pretend their name isn't the Blue Jays and they're based off of blue,
are the vibes really that bad with that jersey?
They were fine. They were above 500 with those.
Jose Barrios, that's Jose Barrios' favorite jersey.
I know. They're like, it's. I don't know. I don't really understand the hate on the Reds. Like there were a couple of people talking
jerseys,
about
not the Cincinnati Reds.
No, I understand the hate for the Reds, but the red jerseys, I don't really understand. There were a couple accounts that were bashing them, and I'm like, they're not that bad. I know people that also don't like them, but I just think it's a nice jersey. It doesn't really represent the Blue Jays all that much, but like as Canada's team,
yeah, like
red and white makes sense, and I don't think it's a bad design.
Oh my god, we've had so many worse. We've been over this. We've had way worse Canada Day jersey designs.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. The one that has blue in it on the sides?
Yeah, the one where the logo was still blue. Like, and the writing was still blue.
Yeah.
On a red jersey.
The ones that all said Canada, I didn't like that at all. Yeah, this is a nice iteration of the current jersey.
There was also the Canada Day jerseys in the era of the black uniforms, which was not good.
No, not good at all.
Those weren't good either. Like,
yeah, I don't like it. Say tomorrow, we'll get off getting rid of a jersey for a second. Say tomorrow you are tasked with creating the City Connect jersey. What do you do? Because I think there's lots of options.
You know what I think you do? You take the current Blue Jays colors in some way, shape, or form, and you put it on the black jersey logo. You put it on the black jersey.
You essentially, I don't have anything here.
You take
the Blue Jays thing and just pop it off and put it onto the black jersey, is what you're saying. Or are you saying the other way around?
I'm saying the other way around. Like I'm saying, you take the jersey from the black, like the logo from the era of the black uniforms, and you put it on like
the blues,
blue or the dark blue. Like, dude,
I don't think I like that.
Or you do the reverse. Or you do the opposite. Reverse.
I think the logo of those black jerseys was the worst part of it.
Yeah, I think I would buy a black Blue Jays jersey so fast. Yeah. As long as it's not OVO colors, because
there was a pic. See, that's what I think they're gonna do.
We need to stop with the OVO colors, man. Drake doesn't care about the Blue Jays. We need Drake. It makes sense with the Raptors. It does not make sense with the Blue Jays.
That's fair, but it's also like Drake kind of represents the city. Kind of. You should no. I can't even agree with myself anymore.
Hey.
He calls it Toronto. I hate it.
Yeah, you wanna get someone else to represent the city? There's a guy that went to
West Hill. A guy.
There's a guy that went to West Hill High School that like you easily could root for. Mm-hmm. His real name is Abel.
The
Weekend.
I don't know if he's much of a baseball fan.
I mean, hey,
but look across the Toronto sports landscape here.
We have Bieber with the Leafs.
The Drake kind of with the Raptors. We got nothing.
The Argonauts have the Arkells.
The entire CFL has the Arkells.
It's very true.
They trot them out there all the time. The Blue Jays have nobody.
Ours is like Jordan Romano's sister.
Honestly, though, they did that influencer thing where a bunch of influencers got to go and see the new renovations, and she was there.
Ours is like every new draft pick in the city.
Yeah, I mean, like we don't really have a celebrity endorsement.
Hey, can we get? We're calling the shot now. Can we get Simu Liu?
Simu Liu. Would be great. I think that's a great pick. I think he represents Toronto way better than Drake. That might be a hot take. I don't know. No, but I don't like Drake as the representative of Toronto.
Simu Liu is awesome.
He's great. And he pronounces it Toronto.
Simu Liu, if you ever see this, big fan. Love to have you.
I love Simu.
Kim's Convenience and Shang-Chi. Get you a guy that can do both.
Yes. Yes. Good dancer too. Mm-hmm. Kind of interesting to watch. I'm so here for that. I'm so here for Simu. I think we start a not a petition. We're not petitioning for this. Campaign. We're campaigning for Simu Liu
TBJ
to be the face of the Toronto Blue Jays. He can design our City Connect jersey.
Yes, because my God, imagine a Blue Jays jersey that just has like Shang-Chi's like red and black at the top and the 10 ring shit. Oh my God,
sick.
10 rings would be on like the
sick.
Oh my God.
I think if you're looking for something that like represents the culture of Toronto,
Toronto's one of the most multicultural cities in the world.
So we get a guy that's not a basic ass white dude to design the jersey.
Yeah.
Who happens to be a celebrity.
Or you get
happens to represent Toronto.
Or you get a guy like Casey Bannerman. Or you get
Casey Bannerman does a great
guy
job.
Like the I don't know his name, but the dude that did the indigenous Toronto Blue Jays jersey.
Yeah, they went together with Bannerman.
Okay.
I don't know his name though.
I don't know his name off the top of my head.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
But like get someone like that.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got for Blue Jays news.
No. I want to talk about Barrios.
Oh. Oh.
So if you don't follow him on Instagram,
because this just came out like an hour or two ago. Like
Jose Barrios, he's hot.
Jose Barrios. From we found out that he's divorced apparently. So
I don't think he is.
I mean,
I heard someone say that, and then someone
there was
like
no, some tumultuous, apparently there was rumors and speculation.
There's some dicey stuff going on.
Dicey throughout the season, which
let's not worry about
Barrios
and his current state of
hot boy Jose Barrios.
Boy band Barrios, the Triple B.
That's a merch. That's write it down. Boy band Barrios. And just gotta take that picture. Ain't no lap.
We kind of buried. We haven't actually.
Yeah, sorry.
He bleached his hair.
And people were just like, "Oh, what is this?" But apparently, it's it's basically it's the Puerto Rican. All the Puerto Rican players do it for the World Baseball Classic.
Super cool. I'm so here for it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see Marcus Stroman as a blonde.
Oh my god, I forgot he's pitching for Puerto Rico.
I hope he does it. If he doesn't do it, I'll be pissed. I'll take back everything I just said.
He's done it before.
Yeah, I'll take back. You're right. That's not even weird for him.
No, he's done it. He did it with the Blue Jays.
When he had the curly, almost mohawk looking thing.
Curly, almost mohawk thing. Gotten.
I'm here for boy band Barrios. It's tearing up my heart.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other.
Barrios is back.
Now that you've come to the end.
Just Boys to Men.
Yes,
oh my god, Brant, at a V.
Come on, man. In terms of boy band rankings, it's got to go. NSYNC and Backstreet Boys have to be 1 and 1A, right?
I guess.
And I think Boys to Men would have to slip into 3.
And then you could drop in your there's 112.
I think One Direction deserves a look.
There's new. They're top 10.
They're new, but they deserve a look
10.
up there.
They're bottom of my.
Ooh, I don't know. They put out some slaps.
They did. But
they put out some slaps.
What was it? I think my Drag Me Down. I think it was. All my life.
Yes.
Yes. No one else. And two of them went on to have semi-successful.
Harry Styles is the biggest pop creator in fucking the planet right now.
Harry Styles has one of my top 5 guilty pleasure songs. Adore You. Amazing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Zayn put out Pillow Talk for a little bit there.
Yo,
that slapped. I'm telling you, man, you got to put more respect on One Direction.
Zayn got in trouble with a community of people because people thought he said Allah instead of ally in the song. Didn't go well.
You got to put a little bit more respect.
Zayn had a Hadid.
Yeah. You got to put a little bit more respect on One Direction.
It didn't go well for him.
No, you got to put some respect on their names. But I don't think I think 1, 2, 3 shouldn't be debatable.
Yeah, it's and then you could throw in a new edition,
New Kids on the Block.
Oh god,
maybe.
Jeez, New Kids on the Block.
Maybe.
We're getting off season.
Step by step. Yeah, I know we're running out of shit to talk about. You can.
Brant, am I allowed? We didn't talk about this off the air. Can I start beef?
Oh, if you want.
Can I start beef with a particular group of people?
Possibly. If not, we can cut it and we'll.
Yeah, if not, let people you'll never see the light of day of this.
But I'll keep this part in.
Toronto Blue Jays ace Mitch White is dating Margot Robbie. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? That's what we're doing now, guys?
Hey, whatever.
We're probably gonna cut this, but guys, come on.
Whatever works, man. I mean, it's a dumb thing to start. Somehow they got people to latch onto that.
Fucking E-Talk. Was it E.T.?
Yeah.
E.T. got it.
I don't really get it.
I can't even start because it's just what the fuck.
I respect them for somehow making that blow up. I don't get it. I'm super anti-troll.
But
when people do stuff like that, I'm like, this is just dumb. But
and then, dude, it leaped across baseball. It was just Reese McGuire's dating Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Everyone's just dating Margot Robbie now.
Margot Robbie's husband is probably what is happening?
Yeah, everyone's dating Margot Robbie except for her own husband.
Yeah.
So that's kind of I don't know, man. I think it's a dumb way to do things, but hey, it worked for them. I'm sure they're doing well.
Yeah, they got Mitch White on the pod, so
I try not to hate fellow Blue Jays
podcasters
because hey, we are the same.
Yeah, we're one, but just goddamn,
I want to support everyone. I think Canadian media needs to be better, and I think podcasting and like influences in general, we kind of it's tough.
Yeah, we've been
Canada. So like, if you can find a way to blow up out of Canada, I respect the shit out of you for it. At least you're doing something for us, right?
Yeah. God,
that's a weird way to do it.
It's not my cup of tea.
No,
the way to do it, but you know what? Whatever gets the clicks, I guess.
Yep,
because it worked.
It worked for them.
It cut you on ET.
It worked for them. I think that's hilarious. So shout out to those guys for that. How do people buy that? Like,
that's the thing that got me. It's not the fact that like Twitter trolls.
I get why they did it.
Twitter trolls is just one thing.
Yeah,
but holy shit,
she's married.
E.T. What are we doing?
It's so funny.
Like, oh man,
I'm with you on that. I don't get how it got to that
point. Like, I wasn't gonna bring this up on the podcast, but when it got there, I'm like, what the shit?
It was a funny tweet when it blew up, and I'm like, well, it's trolling as hell, but I get the model. And then it just took off
and going.
So it's funny. Shout out to those guys. I don't really know what else to say.
You know what? Yeah,
if you're one of the ones that legitimately thought that was a real tweet,
you need help.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I
hope you're not our listeners.
I mean, given the fact that random side note, Cole Tucker got engaged to Vanessa Hudgens.
Can we just go off for a second on that one? When did Cole Tucker go to the Rockies?
I think he signed there this offseason.
Did he?
Yeah.
How old is Cole Tucker? I thought he was still on his rookie deal.
No, he's old.
That was how I learned that Cole Tucker was no longer a Pittsburgh Pirate.
Cole Tucker's 26.
So would he not still? Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. That is the way that I learned Cole Tucker is a Colorado Rocky, and it's because him and Vanessa Hudgens announced that they got married. And I think that speaks a lot to that relationship. The news comes out because Vanessa Hudgens is involved, not because Cole Tucker's involved.
Yeah, and they say MLB again. We're hyper. How do you say hyperbolizing? There you go.
I would not have come up with that.
There was Mitch White, ace of the Blue Jays, and
that was the
Rockies thing. And Rockies star Cole Tucker. He hasn't played a game for them.
There's some people in the replies of that one. They're just like, you probably should have known it was fake when they called Mitch White the ace. It's good. It's good shit.
All right. What's the other news that
we're moving on to the rest of the league?
Oh wow, this is kind of a big thing because I'm a little heated about this.
Where are we at?
Sorry, so the last week we finally got the announcement of the MLB The Show 23 cover athlete.
Yeah, we did.
And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you Twitter was a tizzy, but fuck you, Julio Rodriguez.
I want to know your opinion. Are you in or out on Jazz Chisholm as
the cover athlete? Yes, the cover athlete is Jazz Chisholm. I am super in.
Thank you. Me too, dude.
Because here's the thing.
Me too.
MLB, first off, they're marketing people now.
Yes.
Market more people than the obvious people. Like Jazz Chisholm. This is probably going to sound stupid. When Jazz Chisholm
does not get enough love.
When Jazz Chisholm does stuff in baseball, people see it.
Yes.
He's got little kids in the Bahamas Euro stepping after hitting bombs.
Yes, dude, Jazz Chisholm is so cool. Jazz Chisholm doesn't get enough respect for how fucking cool he is.
Also, if Jazz Chisholm was an All-Star last year, he got injured basically a week before the All-Star break and didn't play the rest of the season. He had he was killing it. He obviously killed it because he was an all-star, but
there were people comparing stats to Jazz Chisholm. This guy be on the cover, and it's just that guy's got the same numbers, and he played 70 more games. So Jazz Chisholm's great. Do not talk about Jazz Chisholm not being a phenomenal baseball player.
Jazz played 60 games in 2022. He had a 254, 325, 535 slash line with an 860 OPS.
On the Marlins, let's keep that in mind.
14 home runs and 45 RBI. On the Marlins.
Marlins.
Extrapolate that to a full season.
Also,
like,
he's just the swaggiest dude on the planet.
Facts.
Like the most marketable face you can have.
Yeah,
he just exudes swagger. I don't know how else to say it.
All the people that were like, "Oh, it should have been Julio Rodriguez. It should have been Vlad."
We know.
Like
we know about these two.
Also, because Julio Rodriguez is just gonna never be good again.
Yeah, like come on,
to get on a cover. Like,
also, there were people like, "Oh, Julio Rodriguez just had a legendary season." I'm like, "What? What? Like, he had a great rookie season." Okay,
like
earn your stripes, dude. I'm like, I don't know. I like J-Rod. J-Rod doesn't need to be marketed yet. No, he'll be there. I love himself. Vladdy. Vladdy markets himself too.
Vladdy markets himself. J-Rod markets himself. You know what doesn't get marketed enough? Because Judge doesn't plays in Miami.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
Exactly.
Like,
also, people aren't buying the game for the cover.
Bro, I'm never buying the game for the cover. Like,
the cover looks. I'm buying the game either way. I don't care who's on it.
Like, the cover looks cool.
I haven't bought a physical copy in like 3 years.
I think the last one I bought was Bryce Harper on the cover, and I think that was 19.
I think I have 19.
Yeah, because, but honestly,
Bryce is my dog.
Yeah, someone to think, bro. Like, if you go back and look at the first 5 to 6 years of MLB The Show, because it started in 2006, the cover athletes back then, oh boy, you couldn't get a murderer's row boring more.
Oh man,
it was David Ortiz,
Dustin Pedroia was a cover.
David Wright, Ryan Howard, Dustin Pedroia,
Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And now
we're getting cool.
It started to get cool in 2013 because that was it went McCutcheon, and then I can't remember who it was on 14. Damn it.
That's when we started getting Canadian copies. So we had
15.
Yeah, Laurie was on one. I think
Brett Laurie and Jose Bautista were on a lot of covers.
Russ Martin. JD was 15 or 16.
JD was, I think,
but then he was
16
all of
in general. JD was 16. I think he was at 16 in general.
Yeah.
17. Why am I trying to?
17 was Griffey.
Was that 17 Griffey?
I don't know what else was. I don't know if there's another cover, but 17 was definitely.
18
Griffey.
Was Judge.
Yeah.
19 was Harper. 20 was Baez. 21 was Tatis. 22 was Shohei, and now 23 is Jetsism. But we also have to kind of make a big deal about the other one because it was announced on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon
Fallon
that the collector's edition for MLB The Show will feature the return of Derek Jeter.
Obviously it's not that great as a Jays fan.
No.
Yankees legend. I'm also not fuck, it's Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Because Derek Jeter, as much a lot of people want to call Derek Jeter overrated, and I get it. He shouldn't have been a first ballot Hall of Famer based on a lot of things. Definitely shouldn't be the first unanimous.
It's gonna sound very misogynist. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer based on his
his offensive stats are gross, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, he couldn't play. He wasn't even the best shortstop on his own team. Fine, I'll admit that. A-Rod was better. However, offensively, the guy's a Hall of Famer. It's not a. It is what it is. I'll go ahead and say, yeah, Derek Jeter's probably a little overrated.
But he's still Hall of Famer.
Still gross. He's still a legend, and there's so many things about Derek Jeter you just had to respect.
Yeah.
And they're gonna take his card and boost the shit out of it because he's the card.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh when his first card is 70 defense. Just to fuck with people.
I think they do. I think he becomes what the Randy Johnson card was this year.
That
you have to collect everyone.
I didn't get that card until
I still don't have it. I didn't even
September.
I didn't bother.
I didn't get it till forever.
I just don't have it in me to collect. I just can't do it.
This is gonna maybe sound crazy, but I am on a mission for the last 2 to 3 years to be the parallel system. Yeah. To be the number one parallel 5, the first parallel 5 Kevin Biggio, all the Kevin Biggio cards in the game, because 2 years in a row I've done his bronze card, 1 of 1 for parallel 5.
That's fucked.
And he has the milestone card for getting the cycle. 1 year I'm second. This year I was third.
I don't even think I ended up getting the cycle card. I just stopped playing.
The cycle card is
one of my favorite cards to play offline with. Offline, that thing rakes.
Cycle card is free. He has a great swing in the game.
Rakes. Yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say. I hope that game is good. I haven't really seen
it's not even Forget the cover. Just be good.
I was gonna say the big conversation became about the cover.
Mm-hmm.
I am so unconcerned with the cover.
Yeah.
I want this game to be. I don't think MLB has missed for a long time. They put out a great game every single year. Yeah. The one thing I will say is that they are really bad with their servers for many stretches of time.
Servers aren't great.
That sucks. But outside of that, I don't think they miss very often.
Yeah,
I think it's the best sports game.
I'm still playing their Road to the Show right now. I have a starting pitcher who's on the Toronto Blue Jays.
It's fun. And
also,
this is kind of a weird take, but I think their addition of having it on the Switch was huge.
Yeah. And the fact that you can take your PS4 progress onto your Switch.
Yeah, it's so cool. I like that they do that. Because I play on my PS4, but my ability to take it on the road and I played it on an airplane. Like we went to Jamaica and I played my entire way there. Like that's super cool. I really like that they did that.
They were getting to the nitty here, but one thing they do need to fix is their trade logic and free agent logic. Because my god, it's not great.
Yeah. No, it needs a little bit of work, but I think it's in terms of gameplay and everything about it. I think it's the best sports game.
I'm in the year. I play a Road to the Show. I'm a starting pitcher. I'm in the year 2028, and
holy,
yeah, trust me, dude. I've been motoring through. And the Boston Red Sox, had at one point in time had Xander Bogaerts, Trevor Story, Wander Franco, O'Neal Cruz.
I guess in that scenario, you could put O'Neal Cruz in the first.
Outfield,
but
you can't even. But no, you couldn't even do it in the outfield because their outfield was Austin Meadows, Brian Reynolds, and one Renfroe.
Yeah, no, maybe not. So then in first base because he's 9 feet tall and he can reach everything.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure his arms are made of rubber. So
I will say the Blue Jays, my Blue Jays team. It was still Alek Manoah. The rotation was kind of the same, adding with my guy. The Edwin Diaz was our closer. Jordan Rano was nowhere to be found. We just won the World Series in 2028. Our infield was Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ketel Marte, Edmundo Sosa, and Austin Riley. And the outfield,
that game gets a little weird after
the outfield was Franchi Cordero, who's in right field? Hunter Renfroe and Colton Cowser.
It's funny if you ever read the draft names. I don't know if it's still this bad, but I remember a couple years ago I was reading the draft names. There was one guy. Bad. There was one guy. His name was Gregory or something like that.
Dude,
it was two first names.
The greatest player
creative
that I've ever seen. It's in the same Road to the Show that I have right now. He is a 5'8", 250-pound center fielder for the Chicago White Sox, and his name is, I shit you not, Cletus Ortiz. He's really good.
It's incredible. 5'8",
I love 250, and he's 95 speed. He's motoring out there.
It's an entertaining game. If you haven't played it yet, I suggest you buy it. It's so fun. Even if you don't buy this year's, just buy a copy of it and have some fun.
Yeah,
they're all good.
Okay, so the next thing that we have is something that you didn't want me to read.
I want to put this on. I don't know if you've seen it. You might have seen it already.
I might have seen the tweet, but I don't know if it's this.
So, obviously, the Hall of Famers got announced last week. We already talked about it. Everything else. I want to talk about a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame that isn't.
Okay.
That's Barry B. Bonds.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
So, Bleacher Report, their walk-off thing, they tweeted, Barry Bonds stats that'll blow your mind, a thread. Hold on to your seats here, Connor. This is a lot of fun. If Barry Bonds played his home games at Coors Field in 2001, he would have tallied 88 home runs. It just gets better and better. Hold on.
Okay. This is like the low end?
Oh, buddy. From 01 to 04, Barry Bonds was worth 47.3 F4. That's more than the entire Expos, Tigers, Royals, Brewers, and Mets teams during that period. He had a higher WAR than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams come on their own. From 01 to 04, Barry Bonds played in 573 games and reached base in 539 of them. That's 94% of games.
Shut up.
In 04, Barry Bonds had 4 more home runs than strikeouts.
Shut up.
He posted a 400 on-base percentage in 2 strike counts in 5 seasons. 2 strike counts. This one blew me away. Barry Bonds had a career OPS of 986 against Hall of Fame pitchers. For reference, the league-wide average OPS was 706.
Shut up.
Hall of Fame writers. I want to take a quick break on this because there's more, but I want to see the MLB OPS leaders and where he would rank this
all time
season.
Or just
just this season. With that, what was it?
Would for sure.
I said 986, right?
986 because I think Jordan and Judge maybe are higher than him by like a bit.
Yes,
but like I know Jordan had a 1.
This is regular season, so he would be third.
Yeah, he'd be third behind Jordan and Judge, right?
Judge and Jordan.
Yeah, like
against Hall of Fame pitchers.
He's 2022 Aaron Judge against Hall of Fame pitchers.
It's insane. His career OPS in the World Series was 1.994. 2 decades later, he still holds career records for on-base slugging and OPS in the World Series.
Didn't he only play 1 World Series?
I think so. Barry Bonds has 25 more intentional walks than the entire Tampa Bay Rays franchise. It's so stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is not a This man is not a Hall of Famer somehow.
A whopping 49.1% of Barry Bonds' career hits were extra base hits. 49%. From ages 38 to 42, Barry Bonds stole 21 bases and was only caught 1 time. This man was 40 years old swiping bags.
I think he's the only player in MLB history to have 500 home runs and 500 stolen bases.
Barry Bonds is the only member of the 500 homer, 500 stolen base club.
Yeah, like
no other member has 350 plus in both categories.
That's nuts.
So that was the last one of that thread. And then Codify, I'm sure you've seen them on Twitter too. Yes. They replied to this one and it said most intentional walks with a runner on first base since 1955. I'll go from the bottom of it upwards. Harper, Trout, Killebrew, McCovey, and Hank Aaron all had 11. Ryan Howard and Willie Stargell had 13. George Brett with 14. Miguel Cabrera with 15. I want you to take a wild guess at how many intentional walks Barry Bonds had with a runner on first base.
I'm gonna say like 35.
It was 81. He has more than the next 6 players on that list combined.
I hate baseball writers.
So crazy.
I hate baseball
This guy's
writers.
not a Hall of Famer.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh my god.
This man was he like a 3 or 4? He was a 3 or 4 time MVP before he even got quote unquote steroids because never failed to test.
Yeah, I know.
Like never failed to test.
I know. His head also grew like 7 sizes or something. But who cares? He was a Hall of Famer when he looked like me. Like let's be real here.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it's
not. I just wanted to go through that because I thought that was hilarious.
To end it off, I guess we could just rattle through these quickly.
Jeff
McNeil got an extension. Cool.
It's a good pickup for
4 years.
I like it.
50. Somehow getting cheap. Some getting fucking cheap deals with Steve Cohen.
Well, Cohen doesn't have the money to pay him, right?
Yeah, you know. You reliever Pete Fairbanks and the Rays, 3 years, $12 million. Somehow that's worthy of an A- offseason grade. We're just not gonna talk about it.
Buddy, can we talk about offseason?
Go ahead.
We don't have to talk about anyone specifically.
No. We can because someone gave the Rays an A-. All they did was bring in Zach Eflin.
Was it the same one I'm thinking of that also gave the Yankees an A+?
Yes,
right.
Because it's you know who.
Noted Yankees fan.
It's the same. There's also a member of
the one that gave us a B.
A B. It was a B. This is also the same. There's a member of we're just shooting shots of podcast today. It's a member of this member of the podcast that named Anthony Volpe a top 10 second baseman in baseball.
Yeah, dude, he does it with everyone. It's just I don't take his rankings anywhere near seriously because he just like it's all shock and awe value because like he'll throw prospects in every single list and it's always in the top 10.
Bro, he was
throwing your shtick is so old.
He was throwing Adley Rutschman in the top 5 like last year.
Yeah,
before like 2 years ago before he even came up.
He had Jonah Heim like 8th. Before he fucking played in the majors. Like, stop. Whatever. His lists are dumb. He's not the only one that's like doing stupid rankings of the AL East, though. But like, my beef isn't even with the Rays. Yeah, the Rays had a terrible offseason. I don't know where you get that.
It's not good.
Can we stop pretending that the Yankees had a good offseason? They didn't do anything. They brought in Carlos Rodon. That's it. That's the only way they improved their team. Like he graded the Astros worse than the Yankees. The Astros brought in more people to help their team than the Yankees did, for God's sake.
The Astros had one issue.
They lost Verlander. That's the only thing that was bad.
And that was they lost Verlander and they lost their Cuban first baseman. So you know what they did? Brought in
a better one.
A guy who won MVP 2 years ago.
They brought in a better first baseman. Brought
back Michael Brantley. Yeah. Their lineup is fucking nuts.
It's like they made their team arguably better than last year, more than the Yankees.
6 deep in the rotation.
It's so embarrassing.
Valdez, Javier, McCullers, Hunter Brown, Urquidy, Garcia.
You don't have to tell me. I know. It's not even like the hate on the Astros. Like, I get it. You're a Yankees fan. Like, but he's not the only one.
But
like so many people are like, oh, the Yankees had an A or an A+ offseason. For what? For signing a guy that they should have signed at the beginning of last year? For re-signing Anthony Rizzo?
Because
what are we doing?
I hope Yankees fans do realize that they're not going to go like 40, 45 and 5 like they did.
They went on an absolute heater with this old ass team and then fell off for the rest of the year and didn't improve on that.
It was like an 85% win percentage for like the first half of the season.
And everyone's argument too is like, well, the young guys are going to come up. Yeah, that doesn't affect their offseason. Their offseason still stunk.
That also doesn't change the fact that they could be shit.
You have no idea what these rookies are going to come up.
Anthony Volpe, Oswald Peraza, and like whoever you want to name could come up and stink it up.
Yep.
Like
even Cabrera, like you don't really know what he's going to be. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm not even saying like, yeah, the Jays should have graded better. I'm just saying we got to stop hyping up what the Yankees did in the offseason because they did nothing. They did nothing. They brought in Carlos Rodon. I love Rodon. He's not enough to give you an A or an A+.
Their rotation is also the most high risk of injury rotation.
Other than Garrett Cole.
Garrett
Cole's pretty solid injury-wise. But Garrett Cole is obviously regressing.
He gave up the most. Yeah, Garrett Cole led the league. And we talk about how Jose Barrios gave up a lot of home runs. Garrett Cole gave up more.
A lot.
Garrett Cole led the league.
He just dominates outside of those home runs, which is fine.
Yeah,
But I don't trust for that to hold up for the rest of the time.
Also,
Montas is already hurt.
Yeah. Also,
Severino's always hurt.
Sorry, one of the top 3. Aaron Judge, one of the top 3 players in baseball. He's not going to do what he did last year again.
I highly doubt it.
He's not going to.
I just can't see it.
He carried that team for like a month, like in the second half. Like he's not going to. He could do that again, but it's not going to be with 6 home runs in 5 games every 5-game stretch.
No, exactly.
Like,
nope. Yeah, it's just nuts. Yeah, we can get off of that.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever mentioned that guy's name once.
No, we haven't, because
we talk about him all the time.
He who shall not be named, dude.
No, and I don't think we need to.
No, because people know who he is, and if you don't, your ears and eyes have been saved.
You're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you.
I just saw a tweet a tweet that's like up there with one of the worst ever tweets. It was the Dodgers like remembering Jackie Robinson because it was what would have been his birthday on the 31st.
Okay.
And someone decides to tweet, he got a chance, but Trevor Bauer gets no second chance with the Dodgers.
Don't even do it.
Like that's up there with one of the worst tweets I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. There's people that legitimately think Trevor Bauer should be a Blue Jay, and it hurts.
It actually pisses me off. Like I've said this on this podcast. If Trevor Bauer is a Blue Jay for a second,
I'm leaving.
Everything in my background, everything in Brant's background will be gone.
I'm leaving.
I'm a White Sox fan permanently.
I don't know what I'm a baseball fan at that point. I'm gonna be like Zach Hampel. Wearing the MLB logo.
Less of an asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the nice Zach Hampel.
Yeah. Okay, where are we? Matt Barnes got traded to the Marlins for reasons, I guess. Cool. Zach Greinke went back to the Royals. Cool.
I didn't see this.
Greinke?
Yeah, I never saw that.
Yeah, he went back to the Royals, and it just came out about the money. I think it's $8.5 million.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, no.
Holy, wait a minute. It's $8.5 million guaranteed plus $7.5 million potential incentives. Jesus, if Zach Greinke hits those, he's making $16 million.
Later, dude. I was interested in seeing him come here, but not at that price point. That's
yeah, and then geez, a murderer's row of greatness here. Josh Harrison to the Phillies, Chad Pender to the Reds, and Roberto Perez to the Giants.
Where was Roberto Perez before?
The Pirates. Pirates this year, and then he was on the Guardians before.
So that's why I didn't know where he was.
Yeah, because he's on everybody's.
Also, he was hurt, so that's
he's also on everybody's favorite. He was on everybody's favorite black hole of a team.
Yeah,
like
the most likable black hole of all time. Honestly, though, like I love that team, but they just stink.
Yeah, they're not great.
Good luck, Kutch.
Yeah, Kutch, I love you, but like, you couldn't have worn blue.
No.
The things I would have done if Andrew McCutcheon was a Blue Jay.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Like,
I want that card. You know exactly what card I'm thinking of too. The one of him in the dugout. He's like holding the cup.
Oh, Uncle Larry.
Down here. Yeah, I so
Uncle Larry, bro. Uncle Larry, Uncle Larry is like one of the greatest personas in baseball.
It's like $100 for that card. It's ridiculous. Yeah, because it's not even a rare card. There were a ton of them made. It's just hard to find because they're sick. But I want one. So if anyone has extras, and it's still at this point of the podcast, hit me up. I want one. I'll even pay you for it. I won't pay $100, but I'll pay you for it. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just a couple small things before we head out. Brant, do you want to know how many basketball players in NBA history have averaged 25, 8, and 6 and not made the All-Star team?
Siakam's got to be one of them.
Siakam is the first person in NBA history to average 25, 8, and 6 and not make the All-Star team.
That's so bad, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
We're talking about everything, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
Like I'm.
You know how much interest I've lost in winter sports?
Dude, I can't lie. I lost interest in the Raptors when Tampa Bay happened.
I still followed them, but like now they're just so disappointing. And now it's like watching the team hurts. And they're not fun.
And looking at like Twitter, like a bunch of people that watch like I follow because of the Blue Jays, they also watch the Raptors. There's people like Maddie, there's Katie, there's Amy, the Biggio apologist, which I great name. Just seeing them,
a lot of people that are just disappointed. Amir is always just
Amir is going through it, man. Amir, I love you, but oh my god, you're going through it over there, dude. Like,
so bad. His tweets hurt me sometimes, dude. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy.
Like, but yeah, the Raptors.
Like, I get it. I'm a Leafs fan. I've been through enough disappointment in my life, but this is different. This is so different.
I'm very fortunate with the fandoms that I've picked.
I'm not.
My teams are actually pretty good. Like,
all I know is disappointment.
I could potentially witness 3 championships in 6 years from some of the teams that I root for.
Well, the Eagles are carrying the water on that one.
The Eagles got 20. Yeah, the Super Bowl in 2017, the Raptors in 2019, and now I'm going to see my Eagles in 2023.
So I'm not really a basketball fan, so I don't claim the Raptors to be my team. I cheer for them.
Hell yeah.
So that's like, I don't consider their championship. Like, yeah, one of my teams won. But like the Leafs have never won in my lifetime. The Jays have never won in my lifetime. The Panthers have never won in my lifetime. No. And I'm like, it's just constant depression.
You must have been giddy when they made the Super Bowl.
Oh, it was sick until Cam Newton watched
until Cam Newton didn't want to dive on a football.
Like, what are you doing? Yeah, no. Yeah, all I know is depression in sports. You're big, nothing good.
Your top 3 big moments are blowing the lead against Boston multiple times,
blowing the lead against Montreal, Cam Newton not diving on
a football. Mine is
8-1.
My 8-1. Jesus. Mine is also 8-1.
The Kansas City guy reaching over the wall. Like, I don't know happiness.
The Ben Revere at bat. But
I don't know happiness, Connor.
But at least I have the Kawhi Leonard shot. I have the Raptors championship on the day that I graduated high school, which is weird. I have the Philly special. I have beaten Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm going to add to that list for the 5th one?
I lost. Hey, we gave.
I heard that. Don't you fucking. I heard that.
Well, I didn't say anything. I was gonna say we gave Peyton Manning his last Super Bowl.
Very true. But no, okay. What you said, it was perfectly timed because I said, you know what else I'm gonna add to the fifth one, and you said a loss.
Oh,
I was like,
I said a
you,
lot,
dude.
but
it sounded like you said a loss.
No.
Like,
I don't know.
No.
The Super Bowl is gonna be an interesting one. We can talk about it a little bit next week, I think.
Yeah.
It's still a ways away.
Yeah, because fly, Eagles, fly on the road to
KC team's pretty
victory.
good. KC team's pretty good. Did you know the Eagles have never beaten the Chiefs in since Travis Kelce got drafted? They're like 0-4 or 0-5 or something like that.
Yeah, but here, do you want to know something that's gonna break history this Super Bowl?
The other Kelce?
Well, it's very true. No running quarterback that we've deemed a running quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl, and no top 5 paid quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl.
Oh, so something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna give here.
Also, I feel like we buried the lead in this Super Bowl. It's the first time in NFL history that 2 black quarterbacks have been.
Yes, man. I should have brought that up. That's my fault. Like,
I'm also super disappointed in everyone in the comment section. They're like, "Well, why does this matter?" I'm like, "That's super fucking cool."
It's super cool because we're damn near 100 years of NFL history.
Yeah, and it's the first time it's happened. Like, it's a pretty cool step forward, I think.
Yeah, it's a great step forward. Like, we're getting we're also in like a new era of the NFL, which is great. We're literally past Brady again. I think. I hope. I pray.
Hopefully,
Aaron Rodgers is the shell of himself.
Yeah,
we're now in the era of
Matt Ryan's a shell of himself.
We're now in the era of Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Allen, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Justin Fields, if you ever get to
Justin Fields, if they let him throw the football.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sam Darnold. Please.
PJ Walker. Oh, I didn't even get to ask you about this. No. We're very off topic here at the very end of the show. You know us, you love us. We're doing it. Frank Reich is your head coach now. How you feel?
I don't like that they didn't give Steve Wilkes a chance. I thought he did a great job.
But I thought Steve Wilkes almost got you to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, I thought he earned a shot. I don't even think they should have done interviews, but they did, and they didn't give it to Steve. I don't know if Steve's staying.
They give it to Frank Reich.
That's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They're also getting sued by Matt Rule because saying they owe him more money or something like that.
Oh my God, of course.
That guy just needs to leave.
Yeah.
I liked Matt Rule when they signed him, and now I just can't stand him. I don't like his face. All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Yep.
As always, everything's linked in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all your support. It's been a ride.
Yep. We are the house that Vanilla Vibes built.
Yes, we are in the final month. There's baseball this month.
There's baseball in like literally 3 weeks.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes.
We have almost made it. We're almost there. A couple more episodes. We'll probably do a preseason thing sometime in the next 2.
Yeah, if we have not a lot of news, probably.
We're hoping we don't sign her.
We have been trying to do hot takes for a month, and
then something happens every week.
Like we were gonna do hot takes last month. Brandon Belt signed. Then Brandon Belt
4 episodes in a row. We've had it on the thing and had to move it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the preseason stuff. We have 2 or 3 more episodes before spring training. We're gonna talk about the WBC at some point too,
because
that's coming. That's exciting. We're gonna have merch coming because I'm working. I'd love to say hard on it, but I'm working a little bit on it.
You're working enough on it to where
I'm working enough on it. Yeah, we got a lot coming here. Hopefully you guys are around for it. It's a lot of fun. We will catch you next week. Cheers.